Just keep saying thank God, thank God, thank God, because it's just by God's grace that nobody was out here, none of the children in the neighborhood that walked by or anything. Yeah. Just heard the horrendous noise, and when I came to the window, what I saw was the cars facing this way in that yard, and that one over there. And there was no way for them to get out because the size of the yard is such that they couldn't open the door. So when the fire department came, they then extricated them by cutting out the door, and they took them away in the ambulance.
Now, what happened to the driver that caused the accident?
They tell me he ran away. It's always someone trying to make the light at the highway or coming from the wrong direction that creates a problem.
Now,
I mean, they ain't gonna fall nowhere.
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Done through insurance. I mean, the fence ain't gonna fall. I know. No, I don't know. I thought it was the car.
No, well, originally was.
The running the stop signs, the people trying to get through that stop sign to make this light over here. I'm surprised that there's only one accident here. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen.
do you consider this a miracle that nobody was killed?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, do you know if the neighbors have been complaining to the 63rd precinct about getting enforcement over here?
Of course, I've been complaining for forget about just the traffic enforcement, the parking enforcement also. People blocking driveways, they park wherever they want. Crosswalks, hydrants, no matter.
And you've been complaining for how long? How many years?
A year? I know I've been complaining for almost 8 months now.
Okay, and what's the response from the 63rd precinct?
There's no response.
No response?
No
They
response.
totally ignore you.
Ignore me.
This gate has been redone at least 6 or 7 times since I've lived here. This is the worst.
You ever see the 63rd precinct stop people blowing stop signs or the red lights here?
There's certain things I'd rather not say on camera.
And why is that?
Just because of anything that might happen after. This is just another example of that everyone needs to talk, and everyone needs to be able to feel that they're being listened to and not just pacified.
You think this is a miracle nobody got killed over here, seeing what you're saying?
I thank God for that, I really do. But, like I said, people drive crazy these days. They're texting and not paying attention to what they're doing, so it is what it is.
And we heard a crash, first a crash, and then after the crash we heard a really loud bang. It sounded almost like an explosion. We came out, we saw the blue Porsche facing this way towards Kings Highway, and the car was going backwards. There was a young person driving the car. He got out of the car, he was standing in the middle of the street. That black SUV was in the yard of the people. The guy looked around and he started running in other directions, and he just took off, and everyone came out and started, called 911 and started screaming because people were trapped inside the car. And then someone actually came by who lives there. He happens to be either EMT, a nurse, a doctor, I'm not sure what he is, and he started taking them out, and then the ambulance and fire department came, and the black guy, he had like cornrow in his hair. He looked young to me. He was wearing like a gray tan colored shirt and dark pants.
Was he hurt or you couldn't tell?
He did not look hurt at all. He looked scared and confused, and he was standing there. We didn't think he was going to run. So everyone saw him standing here, and then everyone went to focus on them, and then you turn around and people saw him running. And someone went to chase him. My husband wanted to chase him, but I didn't let him.
The person that was pinned, was she hurt?
She was talking, I walked over to her and I asked her if she's hurt, and the guy that was her passenger, he said, she's hurt, I'm okay, she's hurt, and she was holding her belly, and she was saying, it hurts, but there's a lot of speeding because they put a stop sign on the corner over there on 37th, and when people get to that stop sign, when that light's green, they all want to make that light, so they fly. Another problem is that when you come through that buses, so people constantly come down here, even though it's a one-way.
Oh, so they drive the wrong way also?
Constantly coming down this way. There's a bunch of kids. There's always screaming, halting, thank God not a lot of accidents, but a lot of screeching. And this stop sign over here is absolute worst. No one ever stops for this stop sign.